The caged bird sings with a fearful trill, of things unknown but longed for still. This haunting line from Maya Angelou pierces the silence of oppression, reminding us of the yearning for freedom. Born on April 4, 1928, in St. Louis, Missouri, Maya faced systemic racism and personal trauma. Her childhood was marred by segregation, violence, and a fragmented family. A traumatic assault silenced her for nearly 5 years, yet in that silence, she discovered the power of words, the only freedom she could grasp. Maya's experiences shaped her understanding of oppression and resilience, feeding into the powerful imagery found in her work. As the civil rights movement surged, her voice emerged from the ashes of despair, resonating with those feeling trapped. Millions were fighting for rights, marked by violence yet driven by determination to break free from social constraints. Through her poetry, especially in Caged Bird, Angelou encapsulates the struggle. She contrasts the caged bird, symbolizing the oppressed, with the free bird, representing unattainable freedom. This poignant metaphor speaks to the societal issues that persist today. Delving into her life and poem reveals layers of meaning, reflecting her journey and the collective fight for liberation. Maya's commitment to activism emerged through her writing, transforming her pain into hope for those facing injustice. Facing racial segregation and systemic oppression in America's South, Angelou's life unfolded amidst turmoil. Born Marguerite Johnson, her early years were marked by her parents' divorce and a move to live with her grandmother in Stamps, Arkansas, a town steeped in racial divide. This environment shaped her understanding of injustice. In Stamps, the shadow of racism loomed large. Daily encounters revealed the inequalities permeating society, searing Angelou's experiences of discrimination into her memory. From the segregated schools, with crumbling infrastructure and limited resources, to the ill-fated local grocery stores, where black patrons were treated with disdain, the stark division between white and black communities was impossible to ignore. The grocery store, with its peeling paint and flickering lights, became a battleground of humiliation for many. Yet, it was a horrific trauma at age 7, being raped by her mother's boyfriend, that would haunt her for years. After confiding in her brother, the man was arrested but later killed, likely by her uncles. Believing her voice had killed him, she chose silence, refraining from speaking for nearly 5 years. During this silence, Maya immersed herself in literature, finding refuge in the pages of books. Writers like Shakespeare and Langston Hughes became her companions. The words of these literary giants imbued her with a sense of strength. She devoured their verses as if they were lifelines cast into her dark sea of despair. This time cultivated her awareness of the power of language. She discovered the ability to express herself through writing, allowing her soul to find a voice, transforming her trauma into strength. Emerging from silence, she was a young woman transformed. Entering high school in San Francisco in the late 1940s, she faced new challenges, including teenage motherhood, giving birth to her son, Guy, at only 16. This period was marked by struggle as she balanced motherhood with self-identity while taking on various jobs to provide for her child, breaking societal norms in the process. Each morning, she would rise early, the fog of the Golden Gate Bridge settling over the city like a shroud, as she navigated the complexities of her life. The city, vibrant and diverse, presented opportunities yet also relentless challenges, shaping her sense of self and purpose. Through resilience, Angelou began reclaiming her voice. Delving into dance and performance, she became the first black female streetcar conductor in San Francisco. The vibrant backdrop of the city, with its bustling streets filled with the sounds of cable cars and the rich culture of the Harlem Renaissance reaching into the West Coast, fueled her passion for creativity and change. Each performance in local clubs became a celebration of her spirit, a way to bridge her past with a hopeful future. The energy of the city became a canvas upon which she painted her aspirations. As the civil rights movement gained momentum in the 1960s, Angelou immersed herself in the fight for equality. She worked alongside leaders like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr., attending rallies and marches that ignited her very soul. The echoes of her early trauma drove her advocacy, ensuring no child experienced her pain. She articulated her community's struggles, bridging personal experience and collective struggle. Her passion ignited during the 1964 Civil Rights Act debates, as she participated in rallies and orchestrated fundraisers, believing deeply in the urgent need for social justice. In one memorable rally, surrounded by a sea of passionate faces, she felt the electric energy of unity. It was a moment that stirred her heart, a call to action. Her groundbreaking autobiography, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, published in 1969, revolutionized literature with its exploration of race and identity, and its unflinching honesty about trauma. The title references the caged bird longing for freedom, resonating with countless individuals seeking to break free from constraints. It was more than an account of her past, it was a clarion call that spoke to the souls of many. The book was a mirror reflecting not only her own struggles but also the collective experiences of countless African Americans, becoming a beacon of hope in a turbulent era. The acclaim it received was profound, yet it was the responses from those who felt seen for the first time that fueled her passion. In Caged Bird, Angelou wove a narrative of oppression and liberation. The imagery became an anthem for those trapped by circumstances, with the caged bird's yearning for freedom echoing the struggles of many. Her voice, once silenced, now rang with clarity and purpose, transforming pain into a narrative of resilience. The poem encapsulates not just a personal journey but a communal plight, as it sings of the eternal quest for freedom and dignity. The words carved a path through the darkness, inviting readers to envision a world beyond their confines. Maya faced violence and silence, yet her spirit remained unbroken. Her story is a testament to the strength of the human spirit against overwhelming odds. The caged bird learned to sing, proclaiming freedom and resilience that inspires generations. Her words became infused with the fiery spirit of the movement, echoing in the hearts of those who marched, protested, and stood up against the evils of racism and injustice. The moment she penned Caged Bird encapsulated confinement and the longing for freedom. The lines resonate deeply, capturing the essence of millions silenced by oppression yet yearning for liberation. This poem ignited a spark within the hearts of readers, becoming a defining moment for the civil rights movement. It was during the turbulent times of the late 1960s, filled with protests, police brutality, and the cries for justice, that her words found life and urgency. The streets were alive with chants, and the air thick with the smoke of dissent, yet the beauty of hope was palpable. The emotional impact of Caged Bird reflected the anguish and determination of those dreaming of a brighter future. Angelou's words urged individuals to rise against discrimination's shackles, resonating with the Black community's collective fight for civil rights. The poem became a call to action, reminding us that even in adversity, the spirit transcends its cage. Through poignant imagery, Angelou solidified her role as a powerful voice in the fight for civil rights. As protests broke out across the nation, her words echoed in the chants of demonstrators, urging them to grasp their dignity and identity. As decades pass, Angelou's legacy deepens. Her words resonate in contemporary social justice movements, serving as symbols of resilience. Caged Bird reminds us that the journey toward freedom is challenging, yet each raised voice carries a promise of hope. It becomes a reminder that the fight for equality is ongoing, urging new generations to continue the struggle. Her work stands as a testament to the necessity of speaking out, to not let silence shroud the ongoing battle for justice. Reflecting on Angelou's message prompts us to confront the cages that exist within our communities. Her legacy calls us to examine barriers that stifle voices yearning for liberation. In a world still plagued by racism and inequality, her words serve as a reminder to stand firm against injustice. Angelou once said, "I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it." This invites us to confront our challenges, encouraging resilience and fortitude in the face of adversity. Maya Angelou's message is one of empowerment and hope. While the caged bird may sing with fear, it also sings with unwavering spirit. Her legacy is not merely to be remembered, it is to be lived. Let us honor Angelou's work by letting the songs of freedom resonate in our hearts, illuminating the path toward justice and equality.